what's up guys? Beat Up coming at you here with another video. And before we get started, I just want to take a second to say this channel has now made it to 800 subscribers. Super awesome. I remember like back in the day, I was happy to have 5 subscribers and I never thought that this channel would take off like it has. So thank you so much to those of you who've been with me since day one. And thank you to all you new subscribers too. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, be sure to go ahead and click that subscription link here below to go ahead and get notified anytime I post new content. I basically am motivated to continually post new content by how many subscribers I have. So you guys are truly my motivation to keep on posting content. I don't get paid for this channel in any way like that, and I really don't care to get paid for the channel. I have my channel because it is my true passion. It's a huge part of my life and something that I love doing is creating content for you guys. So keep on subscribing and keep on commenting. Let me know what you guys want to see. But excuse the Jeep hair side note real quick. Sorry guys, I was looking at myself on the phone like, oh my God, look at this hair. Jeep hair, don't care. Got it blowing in the wind like, yes, yes, hey. But yeah guys, okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm actually going to cut my hair shorter. Stay tuned for that. Once quarantine's over with, I'm going to cut it even shorter. So anyways, let's start with today's video. Today has been super nice out. I got the freedom panels off on the Jeep, as you could see in here. No freedom panels. It's been a blast, and I figured I would make a video talking about the Jeep Wave. Now, I'm curious, like, how you guys do your Jeep Wave. So let's go ahead and get in, and I'll show you how I do my Jeep Wave and kind of like what I've seen for other people doing their Jeep Wave. Let's go ahead and hop in the ride. Okay. So, for those of you guys who have no clue what the hell I'm even talking about, like what's the Jeep Wave? Maybe you're new to owning a Jeep, or maybe you're new to the Jeep culture, but the Jeep Wave's a pretty big thing that's been around for a really long time. So basically all of us Jeep owners, we all wave to one another. So me in particular, I mean, I mainly wave to the Wranglers and the Gladiators. I don't wave as much to the Renegades and the Compasses and the Cherokees because I honestly would probably have my hand up like this driving almost the whole time I'm driving. So strictly I just wave to Wranglers and to Gladiators. So how I wave, you guys, is whenever my windows are up and it's maybe raining outside, is I'll usually wave like this with the 5 fingers up. Sometimes I'll have the 4 fingers up, and sometimes I'll just throw up the straight peace sign. I've been doing this, I feel like lately, more like this often than not, especially when going around windy roads. I don't really want to have my hand completely off the wheel like this if I'm going on a windy road. This is mainly reserved for straightaways for me. And then when it's nice out like today, I typically will have my hand out the window like this, be like, hey, like that, or like this. And then sometimes I will have my hands up in the air like this with the freedom panels off, being like, hey. So that's kind of fun too, doing it that way. But when my doors are off, I mean, I have my whole arm out the window. I'll be like this, like, hey, whole arm stretched out there. Whole entire arm stretched out. So those are my different waves that I do, and they're kind of reserved for different seasons, I guess. Like, this is more today when it's like nice out, when my doors aren't quite off yet. This is mainly saved for when the doors are off. This is maybe for when I'm just having fun and stuff, cruising, jamming to beats, being like, yeah, all that good stuff. And then as far as waves that I've gotten back from people, I mean, I've got some pretty hilarious ones. I've gotten some funny ones. One time I had a guy who had his doors off of his Jeep, and he was cruising down the road oncoming, and he had his whole body like out of the J-Ride. We're talking like he had his arm out like this, extended like shoulder blade out, shoulder out, head out like this, leg out. He looked like he was ready to dive out of the Jeep, like ghost ride the whip or something. And I was like, oh my God, bro, you're totally engrossed in the Jeep culture, but you're taking it like really far. My kind of man though. Hey, are you single? Maybe hit me up later or something. Go to happy hour. But it was great though. I was just like, hey, what's up? So yeah, I've gotten that before. But mainly, guys, the wave that I receive back is just this. That. And it's always from men. I've never gotten waved back from women before, which is so weird. So ladies, especially those of you in Oregon who own Wranglers, be sure to wave. It's a pretty big part of the Jeep culture. If you don't know, the Jeep 101 etiquette is to wave. You know, maybe your head's in the clouds. Maybe you can't see with the glare on the windshield of the oncoming vehicle. That's another thing too, guys. I know the Jeeps do have quite a bit of glare on the windshield, especially with the way that they're kind of raked back. Especially the JKs are much more raked forward than the JL. But yeah, it could be a number of reasons why people don't always wave back. Same with men sometimes too. They don't always wave back either. And I usually think, okay, maybe they can't see me because the glare, maybe their head's in the clouds, or maybe they're just straight up jealous that they're sporting a different type of Jeep than me and they wish they could be in something this nice. Not trying to sound rude or anything, but who knows? That could be a thought too. So yeah, it's pretty funny though. I've also had times like where I pulled up next to people in their Jeeps and I'm like, hey, nice Jeep. Like I always say, I like your Jeep. No matter what kind of Jeep it is, I love it because I love Jeeps. I love like the TJs, the YJs, the JK, the JL, CJ5s. I love all of them. I love Jeeps, period, no matter what they are. I just love them. And I always say, hey, I really like your Jeep. It's awesome. And I've had times where I've pulled up to like a stoplight or a stop sign and I'm right next to someone with their Jeep, like right here. And I'll be like, hey, nice Jeep, or like this. And then they just look at me like, thinking like, does she know me? Or, okay. Or looking at me funny. And sometimes I've had people be like this back. So it's really like a hit or miss though. So how's it been with you guys in your state? Do you guys get a lot of the folks waving back at you? Or do you have people who look like they are a deer in headlights who have no clue why you're waving or think that you intentionally, or not intentionally, but think that you're mislabeling them, like thinking that there's someone that they're not, like you accidentally know them, but you don't, sort of thing. How's it going for you guys? It's been pretty comical for me though. And what's really funny is a lot of the time they expect me to be a male driving my Rubicon or me to be a male owner. And then sometimes I'll get like the head turn like this. Like, oh, it's a girl. That's cool. Sometimes I get that too a lot. Like they don't expect this to be owned by a female, especially whenever I have my windows up and then they see me get out of my Jeep because my windows are really dark and then they're kind of like taking a double take, like kind of held back for a second. So that's always fun too. But anyways, guys, let me know how your wave is and how much waves you get back. And until my next video, remember to like, comment, and hit that subscription button if you haven't already done so. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and until next time, bye.